Welcome one and all to the first official Death Battle Hunger Games. I'm your host, Wizard Warrior, and tonight I have a grand show for you. Since this is the first ever Death Battle Hunger Games, I shall explain the layout of this little contest. This shall be separated between two rounds, the combatants overall and the winners. The combatant round shall have every combatant of Death Battle Season 10 featured in it, winners and losers. The second round shall have the winners of Season 10 face off against each other within the simulation, with every character KO being drawn by yours truly. Side note, I am very bad at drawing, so do not expect very good quality. Now with that being said, leave your bets on who wins in the comments below, and let the Hunger Games commence! The Bloodbath. Raven runs away from the cornucopia. Bill Cipher runs away from the cornucopia. Phoenix finds a fidget spinner in the cornucopia. Obito finds a wild Ohio fried chicken in the cornucopia. Darth Vader finds a tank in the cornucopia. Frieza finds spiritual enlightenment in a Villanova brochure in the cornucopia. Misaka runs away from the cornucopia. Unicron finds a freeze ray in the cornucopia. Martian Manhunter finds a diamond pickaxe in the cornucopia. Rocket finds a tank in the cornucopia. Galactus finds a tent in the cornucopia. Superman runs away from the cornucopia. The Dragonborn finds a fidget spinner in the cornucopia. Killua runs away from the cornucopia. Goku runs away from the cornucopia. Cole McGrath finds a frisbee in the cornucopia. Discord runs away from the cornucopia. Guts battles the Doctor. Guts defeats the Doctor, but decides to spare his life. The Chosen Undead finds a Stalin mustache in the cornucopia. Courage finds a bow in the cornucopia. Makima battles Gojo. Makima defeats Gojo, but decides to spare his life. Atom runs away from the cornucopia. Rick Sanchez battles Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo defeats Rick Sanchez, but decides to spare his life. Stitch runs away from the cornucopia. Megatron finds a 50% off coupon to an SAT prep class in the cornucopia. Gojo finds a clean water in the cornucopia. The Doctor finds a tank in the cornucopia. Wow, that's canon. Dimitri runs away from the cornucopia. Ant-Man finds a fidget spinner in the cornucopia. Honor the Fallen. 0 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have died. None. Day 1. Frieza stumbles upon a tank. Atom finds a convenient Olive Garden and decides to use it as shelter. The Chosen Undead finds a convenient horse carcass and decides to use it as shelter. The Dragonborn finds a convenient tree, but decides it's too dangerous. Megatron attends an SAT class for half the price. The Doctor gets forced into bees. Killua heals Stitch. Phoenix spins fidget spinner fatally at Dimitri. Congratulations, Phoenix. You have made first blood. Gojo discovers a singular spaghetti lying on the ground. Alex Mercer discovers a biology textbook lying on the ground. Martian Manhunter mines diamond ore. Courage injures Megatron. Misaka discovers a diamond pickaxe lying on the ground. Stitch sees things twice. But what did he see? Superman sends a mass mail. Rocket murders Atom. Makima plays some pranks. Gone wrong. Gone sexual. Makima, what did you do? Darth Vader murders Killua. Obito eats Ohio fried chicken. Bad idea, Obito. That stuff gives you real bad on the other end. Scooby-Doo heals Obito. That was from the Ohio fried chicken, wasn't it? Silver Surfer sees things twice. But what did he see? Unicron loses circulation looking too good in those tight shorts. Rick Sanchez stumbles upon a folding chair. He's gonna take a nice sit down and relax. Goku stumbles upon a landmine. Raven heals Martian Manhunter, which is probably canon at some point in DC Comics. Galactus constructs a tent. He found a tent earlier, so I guess he just made it big. Cole McGrath breaks Misaka's nose with a frisbee. Funny, since both of them are electric users. Ant-Man angrily emails Finance Club about not being on the A-team. He would do that, for he is Scientist Supreme. Guts discovers a findings lying on the ground. Bill Cipher plays some pranks. Gone wrong, gone sexual. Bill, what did you do? Discord heals Scooby-Doo. Honor the Fallen. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen: Atom, Killua, Dimitri, and Unicron. Day 2. Goku strangles Superman. Give it up to Goku, folks! For once in his entire history, on Death Battle or otherwise, Goku has finally killed Superman! Scooby-Doo stumbles upon a frisbee. Gojo heals Makima. That doesn't happen! Darth Vader receives an indescribable object from a sponsor. Martian Manhunter gets carpal tunnel syndrome from playing Osu. I thought Martians can't get carpal tunnel. I'll have to ask my cousin. Raven receives a stick of Old Spice deodorant from a sponsor. Megatron finds a convenient Olive Garden and decides to use it as shelter. Galactus discovers a quenched and tampered steel lying on the ground. Misaka mines diamond ore. Alex Mercer finds a convenient igloo, but decides it's too dangerous. How is an igloo in a cornucopia? Or is this cornucopia just the Earth? Not my problem. Silver Surfer receives a VIP ticket to Tana Mojo concert from a sponsor. Ant-Man discovers a VIP ticket to Tana Mojo concert lying on the ground. The chosen undead falls through a portal into a blender dimension. The Doctor stumbles upon a basketball. Guts becomes the most successful paleontologist from Vatican City. The Dragonborn forgets to get the AED for Misaka. Obito heals Courage. Courage levels up. Stitch joins the Society of Teen Suicidal Prevention. Frieza gets Lodgin's lymphoma. Rocket decides to take a permanent nap. Makima loses circulation, looking too good in those tight shorts. Rick Sanchez dies after a botched birthmark removal surgery. Phoenix finds a convenient Olive Garden and decides to use it as shelter. Bill Cipher discovers a chocolate-covered cotton lying on the ground. Discord gets carpal tunnel syndrome from playing Osu. Isn't he a reality warper? Should that not work on him? I'll have to ask my cousin. Same cousin, too. Cole McGrath gets devastating hiccups. Boy, don't you hate it when that happens. Honor the Fallen. 6 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen: Chosen Undead, Misaka, Rocket, Makima, Rick Sanchez, and Superman. Day 3. Martian Manhunter discovers a wild Ohio fried chicken lying on the ground. That is probably from Obito after he nearly died by eating one. Stitch stumbles upon an assault rifle. Somehow that seems quite accurate. Raven smells good, but it's Old Spice, not your boy's cologne. Cole McGrath gets forced into bees and dies. The Dragonborn spins a fidget spinner fatally at the Doctor. Darth Vader finds a convenient house of the 7 gables and decides to use it as shelter. What is a gable? 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 I'm gonna say gable. What is a gable? Alex Mercer is the sheriff. Obito heals Martian Manhunter, probably from the Ohio Fried Chicken. Megatron heals Stitch. What did Stitch get injured from? I don't even remember. I have the memory of a drunk goldfish, so apologies if I don't remember what happened already within this fight. Guts receives a stick of Old Spice deodorant from a sponsor. Phoenix gets necrosis. Silver Surfer discovers an anthology of life-changing poems lying on the ground, which was probably written by Silver Surfer after he drifted through space after God knows how long he's been alive. Bill Cipher finds a convenient couch and decides to use it as shelter. A convenient couch is nice and comfortable, but let's just hope that it isn't a pink one. Scooby-Doo gets carpal tunnel syndrome from playing Osu. Oh, I'm fairly certain dogs can get carpal tunnel syndrome, though don't quote me on that. All this because I'm an idiot. Discord heals himself. That's Discord for you. He can practically do anything. Frieza sees the light and adheres to the old boy advantage. Courage reads a disheartening message in Comic Sans, probably also made by Sans. A wild Lapras has appeared and Gojo has caught it. Goku sets off a landmine that kills Stitch and Courage. Galactus lost connection to the server. Ant-Man stumbles upon a fidget spinner, probably with blood on it from both the doctor and that other person who died from a fidget spinner. I can't remember who. Honor the Fallen. 5 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen: Stitch, Cole McGrath, Courage, the Doctor, and Galactus. Day 4. Megatron receives a Lapras from a sponsor. Alex Mercer hails Darth Vader. I sense something strange afoot here, but I don't know. Scooby-Doo decapitates Discord with a frisbee. Normally I don't think this would kill Discord, but I don't think this Hunger Games simulator adheres to the rules that Discord does. Phoenix reads a disheartening message in Comic Sans and dies. Damn, Sans, how did you kill Phoenix with only Comic Sans? What did the message say? Frieza receives an Argual, A-G-R-A-W-A-L. Frieza receives an Agrawal, A-G-R-A-W-A-L, Agrawal. Frieza receives an Agrawal star from a sponsor. Goku gets doxxed by Keemstar. I don't know who Keemstar is, but that also seems like something Keemstar would do. Darth Vader discovers a quenched and tempered steel lying on the ground. I don't think that's gonna do Darth Vader any good. Ant-Man heals the Dragonborn. The Dragonborn stumbles upon a fidget spinner. I'm fairly certain this is the same one as before, but then again I don't remember. Memory of a goldfish, and possibly a dead goldfish too. Obito heals Darth Vader. That is not canon to Death Battle. Raven watches Watch Mojo for 3 hours. We've all done that at one point, don't deny it. Gut smells good, but it's Old Spice, not your boy's cologne. Martian Manhunter goes into a food coma from too much Ohio Fried Chicken. Gojo has grown a Stalin mustache. Okay then. Silver Surfer gets assaulted by a toothbrush at Tana Mojo concert. Who is Tana Mojo? Do they work at Watch Mojo? I don't know. Nor do I really care to look it up. Bill Cipher gets indigestion from eating too much chocolate-covered cotton. I feel like that was an accurate way of getting indigestion. Honor the Fallen. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen: Phoenix and Discord. Day 5. Scooby-Doo gets the beat. Scooby-Doo gets beat to death by his mother's coat hanger. I had to take a double take just to read that. Apologies, but hold on, what? Anyways, moving on. Ant-Man heals guts. Darth Vader's indescribable object sits there uselessly, so Darth Vader pollutes the ocean with it. Megatron used Lapras against Ant-Man. Ant-Man faints and subsequently dies. It was super effective. Which I do think is accurate because ice is strong against bug type, but I'm also not a Pokemon expert, so don't quote me on that. Dragonborn finds Nemo. I love that movie. It's a good movie. Alex Mercer finds Pepe. Did Nemo and Pepe just be together this whole time? Was the movie a lie? Obito finds a convenient queen-sized bed with a memory foam mattress and furnished headdress and decides to use it as shelter. Smart decision, Obito, for those are quite comfy. Just ask my cousin. Raven yells, Nikilia? Nikilia. Raven yells, Nikilia! Not gonna do that again. Frieza discovers a clean coal lying on the ground. Okay then. Is Coal naked now? Okay. Guts discovers a chocolate-covered cotton lying on the ground. Silver Surfer gets burned to death from the Dragon Ball's mixtape. Fushiro da, bitch. Go fuck yourself. Martian Manhunter chokes on crab apples in his cheeks. Okay then, Goku discovers a paintball lying on the ground. Bill Cipher receives a stick of Old Spice deodorant from a sponsor. Gojo drinks clean water and gains 1 point of constitution. Now he has to roll a d20 to figure out if he lives. I guess a nat 20 would result in him winning this. But who knows? We'll see till the end, because I have no idea what he rolled. Honor the Fallen. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen. Ant-Man, Martian Manhunter, Silver Surfer, and Scooby-Doo. Day 6. Darth Vader fatally roundhouse kicks the Dragonborn. Since when was Darth Vader Chuck Norris? Obito finds a convenient couch and decides to use it as shelter. Raven decides to take a permanent nap. Alex Mercer gets devastating hiccups. Didn't Cole get devastating hiccups earlier? Frieza murders Goku! Well done, Frieza! He did the impossible. Killed his arch rival? I guess I don't know much about Dragon Ball. Guts gets indigestion from eating too much chocolate-covered cotton. That sounds very accurate, like with what happened to Bill Cipher. Bill Cipher smells good, but it's Old Spice, not your boy's cologne. Megatron finds a convenient tree and decides to use it as shelter. What is he doing? Just hiding behind it and yet it's obvious? Or is it like a cartoon logic, where it just lurks behind it and disappears? Gojo gets carpal tunnel syndrome from playing Osu. Honor the Fallen. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen. The Dragonborn, Raven, and Goku. Day 7. Bill Cipher receives a biology textbook from a sponsor. Alex Mercer stumbles upon an assault rifle. Gojo heals Darth Vader. Guts slips and slides on a banana peel and dies. Well, that's what you get for carrying around a large sword. Darth Vader gains Disney Channel Flow. Somehow that sounds quite accurate considering Disney owns Star Wars. Obito gets the flu. Achoo, Obito. Achoo. Frieza fights the Ender Dragon. Since when was the Ender Dragon part of this contest? Megatron heals. Bill Cipher. Honor the Fallen. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen. Guts. Day 8. Megatron finds a convenient couch and decides to use it as shelter. Bill Cipher reads a biology textbook and falls asleep, likely due to the boredom because no one likes biology. The roof falls on Darth Vader. Don't tell me that killed him. Obito sees things once and dies. But what did he see to cause him to die? Gojo eats a singular spaghetti. Alex Mercer reads a biology. Alex Mercer reads a biology textbook and falls asleep. The same one that Bill has read. Frieza gets osteoporosis and dies. That's what you get for trying to be Filthy Frank. Honor the Fallen. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen. Darth Vader. Oh, come on, the roof did fall on Darth Vader and killed him. Obito and Frieza. Day 9. Bill Cipher heals Alex Mercer, probably from the biology textbook. Alex Mercer gets the flu. Should have paid attention to the biology textbook. Megatron receives a tent from a sponsor. Gojo gets roasted by Panipara. Slam. Slam? Okay then. Honor the Fallen. 0 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen. None. Day 10. Bill Cipher gets mono. I don't know what mono is. Alex Mercer realizes Maverick isn't all yellow. Who is Maverick? Megatron finds a convenient house of the 7 Gowls, but decides it's too dangerous. Gojo finds a convenient couch, but decides it's too dangerous. Honor the Fallen. 0 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen. None. Kill each other, please. This is not entertaining. Day 11. Bill Cipher gets forced into a fall mentorship and dies. Good enough. One of you has died. Alex Mercer shoots Megatron. There we go. More death. Gojo finds a convenient brothel, but decides it's too dangerous. I don't know much about Gojo, but I do think he'd head straight for the brothel. Honor the Fallen. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen. Bill Cipher and Megatron. Day 12. Alex Mercer finds a convenient house of the 7 Gabbles, but decides it's too dangerous. Gojo used Lapras against Alex Mercer. Alex Mercer fainted and subsequently died. It was super effective. Honor the Fallen. 1 cannon shot can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen. Alex Mercer. And that would mean the champion of the Death Battle Hunger Games Season 1 is Gojo with 1 kill! The recap of the Hunger Games. Phoenix spins a fidget spinner fatally at Dimitri. Rocket murders Atom. Darth Vader murders Killua. Unicron loses circulation, looking too good in those tight shorts. Goku strangles Superman. Chosen Undead falls through a portal into the Blender Dimension. Dragonborn forgets to get the AED for Misaka. Rocket decides to take a permanent nap. Makima loses circulation, looking too good in those tight shorts. Rick Sanchez dies after a botched birthmark removal surgery. Colin McGrath gets forced into bees and dies. Dragonborn spins a fidget spinner fatally at the Doctor. Goku sets off landmine killing Stitch and Courage. Galactus lost connection to the server. Scooby-Doo decapitates Discord with a frisbee. Phoenix reads a disheartening message in Comic Sans and dies. Scooby-Doo gets beat to death by his mother's coat hanger. Megatron used Lapras against Ant-Man. Ant-Man fainted and subsequently died. It was super effective. Silver Surfer gets burned to death from the Dragonborn's mixtape. Martian Manhunter chokes on crab apples in his cheeks. Darth Vader fatally Roundhouse kicks the Dragonborn. Raven decides to take a permanent nap. Frieza murders Goku. Guts slips and slides on a banana peel and dies. The roof falls on Darth Vader. Obito sees things once and dies. Frieza gets osteoporosis and dies. Bill Cipher gets forced into fall mentorship and dies. Alex Mercer shoots Tron and Gojo uses lappers against Alex Mercer. Alex and Mercer fainted and subsequently died. It was super effective! And that is the end of round 1 of the Death Battle Hunger Games. Stay tuned for round 2 commences shortly. The Bloodbath. Dimitri finds a paintball in the cornucopia. Stitch finds an emoji movie on Laserdisc in the cornucopia. How the hell did he get the emoji movie on Laserdisc? Bill Cipher finds a clean coal in the cornucopia. Is Cole taking a shower? Misaka finds a bow in the cornucopia. I imagine they're talking about like bow and arrow bow rather than like a bow. The Dragonborn finds a clean coal in the cornucopia. Why are Bill and the Dragonborn just spying on Cole taking a shower? Raven finds an octobrush in the cornucopia. Courage finds a fidget spinner in the cornucopia. Scooby-Doo finds a clean coal in the cornucopia. Well, at least he's not spying on another combatant. Cole McGrath runs away from the cornucopia, probably because Bill and Dragonborn are spying on him while he's taking a shower. Obito finds a landmine in the cornucopia. Galactus battles Gojo. Gojo defeats and kills Galactus. Congratulations, Gojo. You have reached first blood in this round. Surrender, mortal, or face the Devourer's wrath. Nah, I'd win. Silver Surfer finds a basketball in the cornucopia. Ant-Man finds a fidget spinner in the cornucopia. Frieza finds a clean water in the cornucopia. Superman finds an octobrush in the cornucopia. The Doctor runs away from the cornucopia. And as a Doctor Who enjoyer, I know he does a lot of running away from stuff. Honor the fallen. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen. Galactus. Day 1. Raven wounds Stitch. Gojo heals Scooby-Doo. Courage heals Scooby-Doo. Okay, that one makes sense. Gojo... Okay, that also makes sense. He probably likes dogs. Stitch finds a convenient couch, but decides it's too dangerous. Dragonborn receives a bad Bishan test and dies. Wow, what a lame way to go out. Ant-Man gets yellow fever. Misaka stumbles upon an octobrush. How many of these people are playing Splatoon right now? Obito accidentally steps on his own landmine. Okay, scratch that, Dragonborn. We have a new worst way to die in this thing, and it's stepping on your own landmine. The Doctor sings opera. He'd probably be capable of doing that very well. Silver Surfer heals Dimitri. Dimitri stumbles upon an octopus. Can you stop playing Splatoon? Bill Cipher uses clean coal as food. What? Okay, I know Bill is a fucking maniac, but did he, like, copy coal and then turn the other copy of coal into a fucking pastry dish? Did he turn them into flambé coal? With a dash of Alex Mercer? Frieza drinks clean water and gains 1 point in Constitution. Superman sends mass mail. Didn't he do that in the first round? Scooby-Doo uses coal to cook food. Not the combatant, but the fossil fuel, which is also very accurate for Scooby-Doo. Cole McGrath gets mono. Honor the fallen. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen. The Dragonborn and Obito. Day 2. Frieza stumbles upon a tank. Is it the corpse of Megatron who is currently in tank form? Superman receives a bucket of KFC from a sponsor. Gojo discovers a fruit tree lying on the ground. Did someone chop it down? Who knows? Courage finds a convenient cardboard box and decides to use it as shelter. Scooby-Doo gets devastating hiccups. Cole McGrath stumbles upon a fidget spinner. Raven gets strep throat. Silver Surfer finds a convenient queen-sized bed with a memory foam mattress and furnished headdress and decides to use it as shelter. The Doctor receives an indescribable object from a sponsor. Bill Cipher discovers a diamond pickaxe lying on the ground. Ant-Man receives a Stalin mustache from a sponsor. Misaka goes deaf due to Jake Paul. That is very accurate, for his music fucking sucks. Stitch heals himself. Dimitri yells, "Woag, weag, weag," at Silver Surfer, causing Silver Surfer to drop dead. Weag, woag, woag. Really, Dimitri? Right after Silver Surfer healed you? Jerk move. Honor the fallen. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen. Silver Surfer. Day 3. Bill Cipher mines diamond ore. Cole McGrath discovers a spiritual enlightenment in a Villanova brochure lying on the ground. Misaka discovers a pack of condoms lying on the ground. Please don't use those. This is not that kind of show. This is not that kind of show. Please, no. Dimitri heals the Doctor. Stitch stumbles upon landmine. Don't blow yourself up like Obito did. Superman finds a convenient sleeping bag and decides to use it as shelter. Courage spins a fidget spinner fatally at... Who did you spin the fidget spinner at, Courage? Tell me! Frieza stumbles upon a diamond sword. Gojo heals Raven. Raven sends mass mail. The Doctor heals Stitch. Ant-Man hails Hortler. Excuse me? Scooby-Doo receives a tent from a sponsor. Honor the fallen. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen. Misaka. Dave. Oh wait, Misaka was killed by Courage. Okay. An addendum. Here is Courage. Here's Courage's thing with Mikasa's name spelt out. Yeah, there we go. I fixed it. Day 4. The Doctor finds Bishan Agrawal. Okay, I have no idea who that is. Frieza discovers an anthology of life-changing poems lying on the ground. Bill Cipher heals Dimitri. Gojo receives chocolate-covered cotton from a sponsor. Scooby-Doo blames Nelson. What did Nelson ever do to you, Scooby-Doo? Superman wounds Dimitri. And right after Dimitri got healed by Bill Cipher. Courage gets the flu. Cole McGrath receives a bone-hurting juice from a sponsor. Ant-Man spins fidget spinner fatally at Cole McGrath. Wow, both electric users got killed by a fidget spinner. What luck! Dimitri brings one less paintball, so Raven dies of needing paintballs. How do you die of needing paintballs? Oh, that's gonna be a fun one to draw. Stitch gets crippling depression. That's not nice. Honor the fallen. 2 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen. Raven and Cole McGrath. Day 5. Dimitri heals himself. Gojo gets strep throat. Ant-Man sends Bill Cipher to the gulag. So long, Bill. Get dragged off by a fucking ant. Scooby-Doo heals himself. That seems quite accurate. Frieza heals Gojo. I feel like Frieza would not do that. Courage discovers a tin of Donald Trump's bronzer lying on the ground. Is that like a spray-on tan? The Doctor tries to break the fourth wall. He's done that before, so he doesn't have to try very hard. Superman heals himself. A wild Lapras has appeared. Stitch has caught it. Honor the fallen. One cannon shot can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen. Bill Cipher. Day 6. Gojo gets their fingernails removed by a native tribe. What did Gojo do to deserve this? Who knows? Probably piss off their chieftain. Scooby-Doo decides to take a permanent nap. Don't worry, he's not dead, he's just sleeping. Courage heals himself. Dimitri finds a convenient sleeping bag, but decides it's too dangerous. Superman eats KFC. The Doctor throws this indescribable object, which quickly disintegrates Frieza. Okay, Okay, then. What else can this indescribable object do, and why did Darth Vader throw his into the ocean? What's this? Ah! Ant-Man unluckily trips despite the 1 in 100 chance and dies. He's probably small, so he probably died on the impact of the fall. Stitch gets forced into the fall mentorship and dies. Honor the fallen. 4 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen. Ant-Man, Stitch, Frieza, and Scooby-Doo. Day 7. Gojo eats fruit and gains 1 point in strength. Okay, I'm not telling you to roll nat 20 because you are going to roll it and you will win. Courage heals Dimitri. Dimitri reads a disheartening message in Comic Sans. That gotta hurt, because it killed Phoenix last round. The Doctor finds a convenient couch, but decides it's too dangerous. Superman gets the flu. Honor the fallen. 0 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen. None. Day 8. Dimitri has grown a stolen mustache. Okay then. Gojo gets indigestion from eating too much chocolate-covered cotton. That sounds like something Gojo would do. And I don't know shit about Gojo. Courage receives a Lapras from a sponsor. The Doctor discovers an indescribable object lying on the ground. Probably the same one that he used to disintegrate Frieza. Superman loses 0.13 GPA points and is severely injured and dies. That's what you get for being a dunce. Honor the fallen. 1 cannon shot can be heard at a distance. The following tributes have fallen. Superman. Day 9. Dimitri spots Gojo with an Octobrush. Last round's champion has now fallen. Courage becomes as orange as Donald Trump and dies of chemical poisoning. That was probably Donald Trump's spray can from earlier. The Doctor's indescribable object explodes in a shower of glorious communism, killing him. Honor the fallen. 3 cannon shots can be heard in the distance. The following tributes have fallen. Gojo, Courage, and the Doctor. Which would mean the champion of round 2 of the Death Battle Hunger Games is Dimitri with 3 kills. The recap of the Hunger Games. Galactus battles Gojo. Gojo defeats and kills Galactus. The Dragonborn receives a bad Bichon test and dies. Abuto accidentally steps on his own landmine. Dimitri yells "Wag, weag, weag" at Silver Surfer, causing Silver Surfer to drop dead. Courage spins a fidget spinner fatally at Misaka. Ant-Man spins a fidget spinner fatally at Cole McGrath. Dimitri brings 1 less paintball, so Revan dies of needing paintballs. Ant-Man sends Bill Cipher to the gulag. Scooby-Doo decides to take a permanent nap. The Doctor throws his indescribable object, which quickly disintegrates Frieza. Ant-Man unluckily trips despite the 1 in 100 chance and dies. Stitch gets forced into a fall mentorship and dies. Superman loses .13 GPA points and is severely injured and dies. Dimitri spots Gojo with an octobrush. Courage becomes as orange as Donald Trump and dies of chemical poisoning. The Doctor's indescribable object explodes in a shower of glorious communism, killing him. Dimitri is the champion! And with that, Death Battle Hunger Games Season 10 comes to a close. Gojo and Dimitri are our victors. And now, what should I do next? Should I go backwards and do Season 9 next? Or should I go and do Season 1? Start from the beginning. I'll leave that up to you in the comments down below. Now, as I say, I bid you adieu.